In a small, quiet village surrounded by endless green hills, a curious boy named Arlo lived with his grandmother. Arlo loved stories, especially the ones his grandmother told about magic and adventure, but deep down, he wished for magic to be real. One evening, as Arlo wandered near the old oak tree by the river, he noticed something unusual: a small, dusty bag hanging from one of the lower branches. It looked worn out, yet something about it felt special. Curious, he reached up, pulled it down, and shook it gently. The bag shimmered for a moment, and a soft, whispering voice echoed, "Whatever you need, just reach inside." Arlo's eyes widened. He carefully opened the bag, and without thinking, wished for an apple. As he reached in, his fingers touched something smooth. He pulled out a bright, juicy apple, exactly as he had imagined. Excited, he wished for a warm blanket, and sure enough, when he reached in again, a soft, cozy blanket appeared in his hands. Realizing the power of the bag, Arlo rushed home and showed it to his grandmother. She smiled knowingly, as if she had seen such magic before, but she warned, "Magic is a gift, but it must be used wisely." For days, Arlo used the bag to help the villagers. He gave food to the hungry, warm clothes to those in need, and toys to the children. The village, once simple and struggling, started to bloom with happiness. Everyone loved Arlo and his magical bag. One day, a greedy merchant named Vex heard about the bag and wanted it for himself. He visited Arlo, pretending to be a kind traveler. "Such a wonderful thing," he said, eyeing the bag. "But have you ever tried asking for gold?" Arlo hesitated. He had never wished for riches before. Curious, he reached inside the bag and pulled out a handful of golden coins. Vex's eyes gleamed with greed. That night, as Arlo slept, Vex snuck into his house and stole the bag. The next morning, Arlo woke up to find the bag gone. Panic filled his heart, but his grandmother remained calm. "Magic stolen never truly belongs to the thief," she said softly. Meanwhile, Vex eagerly reached into the bag, demanding piles of gold. At first, the bag obeyed, but soon, it started to change. The gold melted into dust, and the bag shrank smaller and smaller until it vanished completely. No matter how much Vex searched, the bag never returned to him. Arlo, feeling defeated, sat under the old oak tree, wondering if he would ever see the bag again. Just as he closed his eyes, he heard the same whispering voice from before. "True magic belongs to the kind-hearted." Slowly, the bag reappeared in his lap. From that day on, Arlo never used the bag for selfish desires. He continued to help others, making the village a happier place, and as long as kindness remained in his heart, the magical bag would always be by his side.